During recent visits to schools across the country, the NANSO leadership says that they've noticed significant change, transformation that took place during the past few months of COVID-19.
On Friday, we're in Korihas with the Minister of Education as well as the Director of the National Planning, Mr. Obed Kanjole, to inspect the state of the schools and its readiness to open. And what we implore the ministry is actually that the good thing that came out of the COVID-19 towards the schools is that schools are getting renovated. Schools are getting potable water, schools are getting functional ablution facilities, schools are getting more hostel blocks, more classrooms are being constructed so that the issue of social distancing can be observed. So these are some of the good things that actually have come. And the ministry is actually, during this time, looking at the allocations they've given to the regions. Never in the past 5 years has been the budget allocations. And actually the work has actually already started. If you visit the schools, either the schools they are being, the taps are being repaired, the water bills are settled, and the water is up and running. To most schools, obviously there still exist those challenges. But I think the leadership at the ministry really, they are trying their level best with competing priorities as well as the economic downturn that we find ourselves in.
Tapopi also said that he still has faith in the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture and their handling of the situation at hand. This comes despite the Ministry of Education asking parents to decide whether or not to send their kids to school.
I think those parents who still have those fears can really choose to keep their kids at home. But I think what is important is for us to ensure that such a process does not perpetuate inequality, and there must be a process that if I decide to keep my child at home, there must be a process that ensures that the child is not left out, either through that they can come to schools and collect assessments and worksheets, as it's been happening in some of the schools, so that the learning still continues and that no learner is left behind. But I think what we as NANSO has decided and resolved also as General Students' Council is that the virus is here. We must learn to live with it, and life must continue in any way or another, because we do not know when we're able to contain the situation.
Some schools have asked parents to pay school fees. NANSO says that this is not a fair request, as some of the grades have still not resumed face-to-face lessons since March. Reporting for Today on One, I'm Joseph Shifene.